12:15. Might get a little bit warm today. Not too bad though. I don't think I'll have to fire up the AC. I still haven't fired up the AC. Okay, I had a little cursor issue, so I need to be used a little bit different. Slide this over. All right. So I got attack there. All right. See if there's any other guys over here. All right, so that's healed. I need to learn how to do succession. Like after you do this move, then do this move or whatever. Know what I mean? Anti-swarm bot, rocket bot, light plasma bot, construction bot, repair, fast entry. Let's build some ticks. So what is he supposed to be? Light laser. Let's build him here then. Anti-air. Solar. Do I need solar? Fortification. Here comes more guys. So do I own these? I don't know what to build here. I guess I'll build it, whatever it is. What do I need? An airfield? Vehicle plant, aircraft plant. Thank you. Let's build a scout. And then, do we have a harvester or something? Fast scout, anti-swarm. Who are the guys doing the trees or whatever? Let's do construction. Let's do fighters. Mm, why is that guy all the way out there? Guy's just dancing. Who's fighting? Really? Yeah. Okay, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm wasting energy. Oh, I don't understand. I mean, wasting metal, wasting. I'm just wasting everything. Should I just building like crazy? Are those just scouts? Is that why? I don't understand. So I just lost all that. Are these just scouts? No, it's a fighter. So what's going on? I need to learn how to put a destination on when I'm doing this. Like after all the units are made. Why? Jeez. Why are my guys just sitting there? So I need to build a power plant. Economy. Mineral storage, energy converter. Solar. I do need more of those guys. Those guys are badass. The anti-swarm, what was it, light plasma? Tears. What are these guys doing? I don't understand why they're just, man, this is brutal learning curve, I guess. Oh, help these guys, man. Guard. This whole area. Guard. Fuck. How do I get, how do I delete a unit? This, oh, man. Getting obliterated because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Yeah, I'm just getting dominated now. Fuck this. Nope. Quit the menu. I am gonna have 20 minutes. Let's try again. So here we'll build the, which we'll right away and build. Come down here. And then two fighters. This guy will build a bunch of solar up here. Okay. And I think we gotta start attacking. Idle construction. Beam laser. Hot Lab. Vehicle plant thing? Hell yeah. That was it. I had to attack much, much faster. That was about it. I thought I completed that one. Oh, that's why. Hmm. All right. Just gonna chill. Hmm. It's weird. Hmm. this on. Oh, new Sailing with Phoenix is out. Let's watch that one. I like
Hello, hello. So
I like Oliver.
This is day 2 of this exploration.
If you're not familiar, he's he just cashed out his 401k, got on a boat, and started being a sailor.
This expedition, where you know, we ran into some snags yesterday, and that was definitely a huge bummer, a big learning lesson. I did learn a lot, so I guess at some point it needed to happen. I wish it didn't happen to a reef, but you know, it did. So, but it needed to happen because I learned a lot. But anyways, today we're going to I'm going to dinghy over to the sandbar because you know I'm not good enough of a sailor to get myself to the sandbar. So we'll dinghy over, and at this point, like I could take the boat over, but it's like I'm already anchored. The anchor's holding strong, and it's a bit windy too. There's like a wind warning or whatever. So it's for the next couple days, so it's a bit windy, so it'll be kind of challenging.
Wind warning.
Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I'm probably fine, but I don't need to risk it. I don't need to risk it. So here she is. There she is. My girl. She's doing just fine. She's actually loves. She spends way more time outside at anchor than she ever does at like any marina. So I think she really likes being at anchor. And I love having her see all these different places. I've got like a collection of pictures on my phone where she's looking over the side, and each picture is a different place. And so hopefully one day I'll be able to like put something together, which would be really cool. But yeah, so let's get cracking. Stop wasting time here, Oliver. This is all boring stuff, I know. But that's what we signed up for. You guys, I didn't subscribe to me. You guys did, and that's your fault. So let's get going to this sandbar.
He's great.
One thing I worry about, if there is coral reefs, because there's some deep there, up and down Wall Road, 120 road. So like there is coral reefs down there, then it can shake the road. What's happened? You a couple of horses? It doesn't make a difference at all. Running it harder makes no difference. Might as well keep it easy on her. Been chugging along for 20 plus years. You know? It's so loud. Oh, I don't have the aircraft key. Yeah, we can maybe time on that pole there. Yeah. Pretty close over there. Pretty close. Just hold on to this. It's steep. I think it's 5 feet. Like I'm 5'5". Well, at least hold the standing over there. Yeah. I think we can stand. Oh, yeah. Sweet. Pretty cool. So this can go underwater. With the handle. Probably not good. You just gotta make sure to rinse it. Yeah. Just got back from the sandbar here. It was super cool, epic, and now I'm ridiculously tired, so I'm gonna take a nap. I'm gonna snuggle up with my brother in the V-Bird. We're gonna snuggle up together and take a hot little nap. Yeah, but yeah, you know, thank you for watching, and you know, yeah, goodbye.
Pretty sweet. I traveled to the Bahamas years ago, and that's what really inspired me to start the nomad journey.
Sometimes we're not the sharpest.
I don't
It's Batman.
pay for
Batman. We're
YouTube,
gonna dive in the water. We're gonna go dive in the
Okay.
water. And these bastards are so stupid, man. But yeah, we're gonna go dive in the water. We're gonna dive on the boat, do a little bit more of a thorough inspection of the damage, and we'll film it. So we'll see what happens there. They said for the beard, if you have chapstick, put chapstick because this will create the leaks. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna roll with it. I'm just gonna roll with it. But we're gonna jump in, and let's do it. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I think it was just right there where it struck. No. All right. Crazy. There's the anchor. Good use.
We've seen dolphins and I couldn't remember if we seen a whale or not. I don't think we did. I think we've seen some bait balls and maybe like a shadow of a whale way off in the distance. But it is so badass. The water's that clear. The ocean's so fascinating and so scary.
All right, here we are. Dinghy. Did a makeshift dinghy anchor. Bucket filled with sand. It's working out really well. But look at that boat, man. We just sat here, stared at this boat, and then if you want to see the anchor, there it is. There's the anchor. It's doing great. Hasn't moved. I just kicked up a bunch of soot. But yeah, beautiful. It is today. It's our second day on the sandbar, and today's really Saturday, so it's super crowded. So if you look down here, it's absolutely insane. It's a party down there. It's a huge party. Very very happy to not be in and amongst any of that. And yeah, last night was sweet. It was just super calm, super chill, very quiet. All the boats leave at night, so it's just me, just this boat, and just very peaceful, very awesome. But yeah, so I don't know. I think we're gonna do this. We might go explore. It's called Chinaman's Hat, right over there. Yeah, I'm not sure yet, but we'll come up with something. So yeah. Well, where we're going is the correct term I'm finding out is Mokoli Island, which I think has also people also call it Chinaman's Hat. That's where we're going, and it's that right there. So we're gonna climb the top of it.
That's pretty sweet.
Alright, here we are, about to climb up that.
I should be doing more
But
exploring
it is
where I'm at, but
Absolutely gorgeous.
I've been waiting for some property to
So yeah, we're
close.
working our way up there. I think there's a trail maybe that goes up and around there. I'm not sure. Let's go give it a crack. The dinghy right now is resting on the rocks, which is probably not good, but there's nowhere to really put it. So
That's
here we are.
so
It's a
badass.
sketchy climb. I do not climb, but so that's why it's sketcy, I think. But it is unreal. So crazy.
Dude, good for you, bro. Good for you, man.
Alright, hello. We are on the way back. It was absolutely paradise at Sandbar. And, but yeah, we're heading back. Load's doing good. This first little section here, we're pointing into wind, so we're going the wrong way for some time. We just tapped, so we're at least heading in the right direction. And once we get around that island there, or that landmass there, should be on a beam, so it should be on the side. And then once we get around that stretch, the rest of it will be downwind. Do some repairs when I get back. I've got the mast boot is leaking. My pinless remote isn't working very well. So I've got the foot pedals I'm going to install, so I'm going to install that. Inside my boat is an absolute mess. The shore fell out, flew across the boat, hit the door, so now the door's got a giant scar on it, which is a doozy. But it is what it is. It's part of sailing. It's both being used, you know? It is being used.
Prepare for a motorcycle technician career in 48 weeks at Universal Technical Institute. Focus on career-specific.
I think I'm feeling seasick. I didn't take any medications. I only had caffeine today. I did the thing that I know, that I learned that I'm not supposed to do. I did it. I did it. Makes me try out that ginger. I got somebody gave me ginger snacks. Try that, see if that works. All right, we got some ginger things. See if that works. All natural. That squall back behind us. We're still feeling some of it though. You feeling seasick? Give me that ginger. Yeah, I'm not feeling seasick at all. Hey, Cox, moving around. We're in the channel between the islands, so it's getting a little bit more spicy. Slightly vulnerable setup. I've got one reef in the main and a fully unfurled jib. If I see 20 knots, we're going to furl the jib like halfway. I think we'll be alright.
Dude, he's getting the confidence now too. When I went on the sailboat with Chris and Amy, it was their first crossing. My first time on a sailboat. We kind of went over the plan that we were going to wear the vest, be strapped in, and we never put on the vest once. Tied in. I mean, I guess solo sailing is where it's super crucial.
Alright, made it. Just gonna go in the port. And the last trick up my sleeve today is I'm gonna hit my neighbor's $450,000 sailboat with my boat. And they moved me slips. And I'm next to an expensive sailboat. It's kind of a weird angle, kind of difficult docking. And as we all know, for those of you that have been here, I hate docking. I hate it. Somehow, some way, I don't know how, I haven't smoked another boat. And today could certainly be the day. It's a bit windy, not my favorite. And I'll more than likely smoke a yacht that I don't have the money to or insurance to cover. So we'll see what happens. Somehow, some way, just make it. But overall, that was a incredible passage. So awesome to be sailing again. I have to do a bunch of work again to the boat, but I'm gonna get all that done. Install the whisker pole, and then as soon as I get that stuff done, I'm going back out, going somewhere else. Might even go to another island. I really like the idea of a longer passage. I just love sailing and being out there and then being a bum on anchor. I really like that as well. So that is what I'm gonna do. Thank you all for watching. I hope this was a good episode, a good video.
It was,
dude.
dude.
Be good. I think
Appreciate
it'll
it.
be after this a couple of boat projects, a couple of work on boat, a couple of videos dedicated to just complaining, and but you know after that it'll be some sailing again. So I'm already looking forward to going back out. But yeah, thanks for watching, thanks for being here, thanks for supporting my dreams and stuff. I do appreciate it. So sailing Phoenix.
Great
peace out.
video, bud.
Check out this gap between me and the boat. I'm next to it. Look at this gap. That's all I have to work with.
Huh. Oh, he did put it in
Need to
there. I
restock
just
your
caught what
pantry?
that was.
Shop the Fry's app for the same great in-store price.
He did show us that dude, he did great.
Check out this gap between me and the boat. I'm next to it. Look at this gap. That's all I have to work with.
It's pretty crazy. Cam Patterson. That's cool. Andrew Schultz is been struggling. The richest streamer.
Let me tell my virtual. So guys, we're going.
Wait, we just wanted to hang out. We just kind of missed you.
Wait, really? Actually?
Yes.
Yeah, we were just like, oh, who's the greatest streamers ever? Your name came up and we just threw you in.
Well, actually, I'm not kidding.
Hey, Felix.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Enjoying?
All right, Felix, listen, bro. Now, there's like this whole debate, which streamer's the richest. Obviously, I let you have that. You and Train, you guys. I want to donate to a good cause, man. I think you should cough him $1 million right now. Bang!
Well, okay.
Wait, no. Guys, I think this opportunity to really underline how much of an impact it had on the culture, how much money he's gathered doing that. And
Oh, wow,
Aiden might actually the richest. Okay, I've said this before. Aiden is the richest.
I told him, look, I'll start with 50. If you put, I'll go in with you, like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever, yeah.
It's
What do you wanna do?
crazy to see
Like,
him.
I'll join too.
Okay.
Wait,
Jimmy,
Jimmy,
okay.
wait, Jimmy,
Yeah,
wait, I'm asking, Jimmy, are you a billionaire? Be honest.
Well, I mean, I guess, what would you say the largest YouTube channel in the world worth? You know,
Damn.
obviously not,
Yo, that's crazy. No, not like that. Wait, what were you saying?
Oh, I was just saying, because Gene made a tweet about me and Kai, right?
Yeah, true. I'll like,
And Kai already owed me $100,000 for everything, right? So I thought we could just pull it all together and make a big link together. How about that? We could all hold hands and just like the good old days. I mean, dude, the good old days, actually. We could just rebuild the bridges out of that and make a nice, big loop doing it together.
for a good cause. Yes, you and
Yeah.
Kai. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What about you? How about, listen, if he owes me 100, and I put 100 on top, it's 200 for me, right? He puts whatever. We're almost near like 600, 700 right there.
True.
I think they get
Every
Asman on
color
here
is
at
one
some
yearly water someone
point.
needs. So like, although we're just casually talking about money, that literally fundamentally.
Oh, all right. Yeah, my eyebrows.
Ali, I love your hair.
I mean, it's easy to spot me on the court, I bet.
But you've always been like that. See me?
Yeah.
Before you hear me, all done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Not so fast. I love you.
Sick of trying to figure out how to hit protein goals? Free high protein breakfast for a year? Yeah, that's
Man.
real. Every meal.
These are real. But yeah, no, listen, I love the cause and maybe
Whoever
we could
buys
do
those
something, I don't know.
ads,
Thank you, dude.
Thank you. That's the way,
I'm
man.
just whoever buys anything
Yeah,
from
who-
an
who-
ad,
I
I
just
just
spit all my keyboard. Ew, sorry.
give a solid fuck you.
Okay.
Ew.
Who?
No, I'm
There's
sorry.
a reason we have to deal
No,
with
nothing.
that shit.
I don't know, bro. Get a celebrity here. You guys know celebrities. Get a celebrity.
Wait,
Get someone big.
close. Call Drake right now. Call him.
Bro, I'm not calling Drake. You call Drake.
fucking-
Text him every day.
I already hit him. You know, he's at a show or something.
The
You don't answer-
consumer world just bothers me so much. I come from the culinary world, and I left it aggressively because most people are just consumers. It's destroyed so much. We are so back. This is Dan
into the skating with everyone.
Corrigan. Dan Corrigan's
Basically, I'll
pretty.
at the beginning. I'll talk more about it at the end if you care. I've been sick. I didn't put anything out on my YouTube channel about me missing all the days. I think it's been like 4 or 5 days, which is the most days I've missed in a row in a very, very, very long time. We're not sure if it's a Lyme disease flare up or not, but I got very, very sick for the entire month, for 32 days actually, for 3 days counting today. I've been fighting something to where it's like a coming and going fever, and then just over the past, 6 days or something like that, it just really spiked up, and I had like a temperature of like 102, 103 for multiple days, which isn't that's a high temperature, that's a high fever, but might not sound that crazy, but on top of that, I had my normal Lyme disease symptoms just really spiked up, so I couldn't think, like I literally couldn't like talk, like it was like trying to grasp at, like, you know, when you have like fever dreams, whatever, you can't, like your thoughts aren't really making sense. It was like that all day. It was very frustrating. I was at the hospital, trying to get some tests done, and that's always a fun process. But yeah, as you can tell, a little bit more pep in my step today, and it seems like I'm on the up and up, though, but this has already happened at the very beginning of this a month ago. I also had a really high fever and got sick and couldn't do anything for a little bit. The one night just went through a little bit worse than the beginning of the month, but regardless, so we'll see if this is like.
Dan
fun
Corrigan
video,
is
skating with, Dylan and Preston, his brothers, his friends, and then some POW guys.
a badass. He puts
Very
out
good at that
skate
video.
videos like every other day,
I think it'd be a little bit better
if not every day.
because they're gonna have to roll over this giant crack that used to be bonded. Everyone else who got to skate got to skate a little bit more perfect.
All right, came back to this. I think they're gonna try to skate it now. You just can't skate this at the beginning of the day. You ollie once and you're pretty toast. I think I'm gonna film from up top. That angle looks pretty sick. That Kenny had it last time. Oh, you gotta really hold your phone over though. Did you sit up there? Yeah, I'm not doing that. Dude, it definitely has all the room in the world, but it also has like all the size in the world. Sure. Come on. I don't know that you're just gonna be roasting like that. Did that too easy. You have a blister on you? Oh shit, dude, this is probably not the ideal spot for you. I bet you can ollie over that handrail. Yeah, I can't film up there. I literally, my legs are coming like this. It was too much for me. Okay. That blister fucked it up. Well, at least he felt that he could definitely do it. But yeah, you just have that one try so then you come back. Let me see that thing. It's like lovely. Hell yeah. Small, but I've been told that so many times. I'm gonna need that clip to build this guy hit. Come on.
I'm on right now.
Yeah, look at these angles right here, dude. Get your own angle, dude. Brown's got this shit covered, dude. Brown rocks. Let's go. Come on. I got that. So he's tried back step. That's not the trick he's gonna try. Is he back step to warm up? That's not the trick he's doing though. Oh wow. You have that. That's a lot of fucking impact. You think 5.5, you're probably thinking, oh, that's just the impact of the 10 stair, but they're actually oversized stairs.
These 3 states are quietly letting drivers cut out the insurance middleman, and the big companies are not happy about it. If you live in one of these states and are a resident there, you can now officially...
Oh.
I mean, it's there. That's a lot. Yeah, you're in the air for a long time on this one. Because you gotta pop like your max height to the clearance. So it's like, it's not like you're just ollieing just enough to get down the set. You have to like blast. You got it. This is it. First one you stick. I feel like just when you see spots this big in videos, it happens so fast, you don't really see how big this shit actually is. You see Irvine, come look at it. You're not ollieing it. At least not for funsies. Unless you're like very, very good. Like there's a reason only the basics have really been done down this. The ground's also pretty grippy. You have it. Yeah, you literally put your feet on and then just like took them away. You got it next try if you want it. Put it down. I got $50 if you roll away this try. $50. That was over. Jeez, you're in the air for a minute. As someone who's actually jumped down low yet, I'm slightly taller than this and slightly longer than this. Like I'm literally talking like a stair and a quarter taller, maybe like one of these stairs taller, and then like maybe 1.5 of these stairs longer. Every try, dude. Complete exhaustion. That might not look like a hard slam, but that's so much impact to stop. I mean, he's pushing. That's 5 full-blown cardio you can pushes to get over it. Yeah. I would say at the most, get backside flip one more try, and then if you want to do the other trick, do the other trick. Because these tries are showing you how to get over it, how to spin. Get backside flip one more try, no matter what, and then start trying to trick it. I can't tell you which try was not possible. But the other trick you're trying is easy to push far. So I think you'll be able to even go a smidge lower and still clear it. You're clearing it by like a good half flip though. Yeah, you got it for sure. Right here, just fuck it, roll away, $50. I'm feeling pretty confident he's gonna at least put feet on this one. Because I remember every time your brother was jumping down it, he was just like, it would take time to like get his body back after each time taking that impact. It's far and fast. And the ground's like very grippy. It's not like when you jump down like Love or Womberg where you just slide. So grippy. Getting far, all you scared. You could have held back a half push for sure. Yeah, I say try the trick that you're here to try. Unless you really want this.
I'm gonna just start all over. I'm gonna do this. See how I feel.
Okay. Then put it down right here. Both feet. You can go a little slower than that. Just stick it, roll away.
Dude, that's such a gnarly
Full spin
backside
and
flip.
a full 5 pushes after, clearly. It's fucking big. Yeah. No, you have it. Just trust one, man. That was perfect. That's literally like 4 tries in a row that you could be over. Fuck it, right here. Just feet on it. You got it. You okay? Fuck, I thought you were rolling away. Holy shit. You know it's bad when your back is starting to hurt from impact. So he's gonna try one more and then he's just gonna call it. And then now he has a better idea of like what he's hitting into and he can come back to the trick he really wants to do, but. Yeah, fuck. That's fucking big, dude. That's just so big. Andrew's so big. Look at that ball feels. Damn. Dang, this posture looks kind of incredible. The bump does look like it kind of rolls over a little bit, though. But yeah, you can also evidently move that dumpster to it, which is really beefy. Damn. Well, if you're real tough, you'll bump to this parking block. I like how it's just like sitting there. It's like ready to be skated. This is pretty launchy. Look at the transition at the bottom. You actually... Yeah, I feel like this is the Dylan spot. See? What do you think? First try 50-50? Or ollie onto it? It's an ollie onto it. Oh, no, 150. I'll draw. And we were saying we could also like turn that thing sideways and have a big try trick over it, but yeah, it's a quick bump. I feel like a couple blasts would get you sit though. Which way's better? This way is a crap you're landing though. Ooh. He's back. Damn, that's the skate. He's got a massive pop. Maybe this thing's not as sick as we thought. Yeah, it does roll over a little bit. It's like really steep and then rolls over. That's crazy.
Sweet good spot.
Too uncomfortable to skate. We're trying to figure out which one's better. This one has more of a bubble. This side's better? Oh, that is massive. Change of plans. We're looking at this dumpster. Holy shit, dude. I mean, it depends on how much you bend it. That thing's massive. Yo, I got wall ride. You want to wall ride it? This thing's so big. What you got up there?
I'm watching this on 2x speed, by the way.
You ever seen a bucket trunk?
Seems weird.
Fucking nipple high rail. Hell yeah, DeVille. You got that. Yeah, that's a good idea right there.
I wonder if that whole area is industrial.
Yeah, jump off.
It'd be super shitty to buy a house in that area. Hear that so many times during the day.
Yeah. We're trying to figure out where they want the dumpster.
Yeah, I'm just glad I'm not in the city anymore,
Oh, yeah.
honestly.
Wow.
Okay, that plane was cool.
Wow. Yup. DeVille. Yeah, he doesn't want to change angle because he doesn't want you to be right. Come on, dude. Yes.
That's my kid side coming in. Oh, look at the plane. Dude, that fire was nasty. Oh.
Oh. There's the shitty ground. Come on, that was so sick. There it is.
Oh, nice. It looks so clean.
Easy money.
Oh, I was gonna say back to back. That'd have been cool.
Ooh, nollie heel out.
Dude, I like the multiple angle thing he's doing.
Yeah, there goes.
He's like a little brother. I was complaining. You know, a little brother picks on you and then he pisses you off. And you're just like, all right, get you back. And you finally get him back and he says, Mom!
The no grab Benny, dude.
That's crazy. Are those frowned upon too?
No, that's Mark Albright went over like a big kicker we got. No grab Benny Hunt's crazy.
What is aggressive?
There's been a pretty weird uptick in Lyme disease information coming out in the past, I don't know, 3 days, because I guess Justin Timberlake just came out having Lyme disease. Which, I don't want to say, like, it's be kind of crazy for me to be like, oh, I'm excited about it. But there's so many people who don't understand, like, Lyme disease. Like, we know, like, that one kid who had it in school and that went away or whatever. And it's, like, long-term Lyme disease that happens when you don't catch it or you just have, like, a really, really gnarly case of it. The first one is what I have, is coming more to light, and there's more studies being done about it. I saw this list of, like, all the celebrities, like, current celebrities that have Lyme disease was longer than I expected. A lot of people know that I didn't know had it. I was told that it's going to come and go for the rest of my life, most likely. And whenever I have these downticks where it's, like, a month long where I can't actually skateboard, but I'm still, like, I'm semi-functional, I can't help but get very, like, scared and nervous. Like, oh, like, is it going to be, because some people get Lyme disease, and when they have, like, an uptick and they start getting sick, uptick and downtick are great words to use to describe Lyme disease, I'm realizing that, they stay like that. And some people, I mean, it goes as far as, like, some people end up in wheelchairs. It kills people. It's a pretty random disease the way it attacks, like, it attaches to you. It makes kind of yourself attack yourself. Like, if you ever, it's not, the most interesting thing unless you have it probably, but if you ever want to go on a little deep dive and, like, look at how Lyme disease works and how it affects your body and the varying array of symptoms, it's pretty bizarre. My symptoms tend to be just extreme fatigue to where, like, I can't move really well at all. There's also this thing where, I was talking to Dale about this. I had a year.
Who did the primo grind?
I came across this accidental lock-in on a Primo grind, and that really sent me into my journey for looking if it had been done on a circle rail. So these are all the attempts that I was looking at, and I was so amazed. I was becoming more inspired as I kept seeing them on handrails, and even just a Primo 5.0, that would have been insane. I watched Dan Corrigan's video about a pro trying it. The pro tried it on a square rail, which is amazing, but not what I was looking for. Made me feel like, couldn't anyone? Has it been done? Someone sent me this, and it was one, but it was with the support of a wall. Then I found one on Reddit. Wow, this trick I accidentally did. As I watched this clip happen, it was such a good Primo slide on this wooden surface.
It's crazy.
It wasn't what I was looking for.
This
Doing
video
a
is
Primo
just
grind
probably
on a circle
mentioned
rail,
to
so I
me
began my
just
journey.
because
I should say that I've never done a Primo slide or attempted to even learn how to Primo anything, but I was quickly finding out how difficult it was to try to do it, especially with my trucks getting stuck in between the rail. When it came to day 3, I chose to go somewhere else.
And we're about to just send it on this flat bar. This flat bar is a little more thicker than the one at the skate park, so there's no way my wheels will go in. Let's see what the progress is here for the Primo grind.
If you think a fanny pack is going to help you when you head outdoors, think again. You need the Bearskin.
Day 3 is where it clicked in my head where a wider rail would work. I even felt like I almost landed it, just like that last attempt that you see.
I
Then
think
came back
this
to day
is
4,
one of the
but I quickly
riders that
realized
was on
I
the
wasn't in
Braille
the right
team.
place with the way I was skating this spot, so after trying it for 5 minutes, I had just decided to leave and go.
that got
the skate park, ultimately just going 30 minutes at it just to realize that day 1 and 2 were examples of why I was going to do it there. It was possible to slide or grind on the Primo. Day 6, unfortunately, I was desperate and I was in the Southern California area where I could not find a little rail. And it's insane that I just tried it on this little thing for like 30-40 minutes. Honestly, I just couldn't even deal with the trucks anymore. I was just going through it this day. Day 6 is one that I won't forget because I really just tried my best to just make the best of everything, you know what I mean? And I ended up with just this.
Day 6 was definitely the worst day, or not the worst. The day was just not a good one. I couldn't find any flat bars or anything around the Ventura County, and this was the closest thing I could try it on. The attempts for this day, not even good. Not even worth showing, I swear, I promise. So, apologies. Day 6 just not that good. Hopefully day 7 would be better. Hopefully I find a better rail to try the Periphery on. So, yeah, let's hope for day 7. I had reached out to William Spencer because previously he had DM'd me saying that he had theories on the Primo grind, and I wanted to hear them out because I was already in the middle of this battle and I needed some sort of direction. And he said that riser pads would be helpful, and that's what I did. I added riser pads. Day 7 turned out to be one of the most important days. This was the first time I actually started practicing the caveman to Primo, although on day 5 I did try a few, but day 7 I brought this whole journey. As you can see, I'm just standing on it, getting more comfortable, just so I wouldn't be as surprised whenever I flipped into the Primo on the rail. But after skating this spot for like about an hour, I had just decided to move back to the red rail because there was water in the gutter at this spot. Okay, I kept thinking about the red rail that I went to on day 5, and I want to go there today. This was great practice. I've gone on a few. Some even went to the other side. Also was training here for like jumping on and like moving and kicking it back. So I want to go see how it feels on the red rail. So that's where we're going right now. Okay, we're back to this spot. This is where I think I got way more runway. I'm not constricted. The other rail was perfect, but I feel like I needed runway for what I'm about to do. So here we are. Let's set up. What the heck? Did I do it? It looked like you got in. It was so fast. Yo, that was so fast. We're gonna. What the heck? What the heck? Did I do it? It looked like you got in. But it definitely solidified that I was getting closer. We're gonna play the footage back and we're gonna look at it. Once I saw the replay, I knew that this wasn't the one, but it definitely solidified that I was getting closer. Okay, we're done at this rail. We might go to the yellow one more time. We're back at the yellow rail. Let's get this right now. This would be a reoccurring theme where no matter how tired I was, I would just continue to push myself until I literally couldn't continue to move and just be exhausted. This is day 7 with my shoe. The end results. The shoe has been destroyed. Moving on to day 8 and forward, I started live streaming every session because my phone storage started to get full and I needed another way to capture everything. So my Discord server was a huge help. I want to say thank you to Billy and Dwindle. They really helped me out during this whole process. If you want to join the Discord server, the description will have the link to it. We're about to do it. Today is day 8.
That's smart. I think I need
I was
to
able to find a rail out in Ventura, but a lot of cars were parking here, so I had to move forward to day 9. Went back to the yellow rail, and let's just say I was just losing it already because Primo on rail is just so hard, you know what I mean? But then this happened. Rodney Mullen, I have no idea how I was invited to this event, and I was able to talk to him. He said, try frontside. And what did I do? I didn't listen. Stubborn as I was being, I just wanted to do it my way. And honestly, it was getting so hard. I did try heel flip a few times, but I lost my heel flips during this journey because all I was doing was skating these rails, doing kickflips, so the muscle memory wasn't there. And even with kickflips, sometimes I was having trouble with it. I started feeling a little bit discouraged, honestly, throughout this whole battle, day in, day out. It was wild. Yesterday we were getting pretty close, but we know how that went. I really started just questioning myself, like, why am I doing this? Like, I just started reading comments as like, it's not possible, because I was updating social media with like clips and whatnot. There's a lot of hurt feelings when nobody believes in you, but then somebody said, get Johnny Geiger on the phone, and I did that. Johnny already knew what I wanted to talk about, and honestly, his advice was very scary. Go straight at the rail. So I pursued my own wake as usual, and I still continued to have a troubling time, and it led me to just losing my mind.
That's pretty funny that he got advice from Rodney Mullen and
On day 15, I landed 2 of them, and they weren't completely on top of the rail. It just felt like I slightly was already following the board, rounding off the rail. And I'll just say I started feeling a lot more confident. It started building me up. You can see that I landed on day 16, 17, and then on day 18, I just felt like this was going to be good. I went to the yellow rail, didn't feel it. I went to a blue rail, a new rail. I wasn't feeling it there either because of the way I had to skate it. And then I went to this green rail. This was the first time I skated this spot, which would be really important moving on forward. And then day 19, I finally was taking Rodney's advice a little more serious and playing around with different tricks frontside, because frontside was a bit easier to see where I'm going, see everything. And I played with Vario a lot, and I just couldn't continue the session. My phone had died, so I had to call it. I was also already losing it. As you can see, me thinking about day 19, just mentally, I was like, what the hell? Day 19, that's how far we are. Then day 20, I went to my local just because I wanted to skate around here and there. Ultimately, that was the closest I had gotten. Day 21, I went to Castaic, not a good session. Day 22, I went to Westlake Skate Park, and I pulled out my rail, tried to get it, and it just wasn't working. My board was going in between the rails. Wasn't helping at all. And I felt like I was making progress, but honestly, for this trick, I shouldn't have been trying to try it on such a crazy obstacle, especially if I hadn't landed one yet. So we went to day 24, back to the green rail, where I did a kickflip one quick and started doing varial, and bro, I was actually doing them. This place was good because my phone wasn't overheating, but I did twist my ankle in the session. This took me out for a good week. It sucked. Honestly, I couldn't walk after that day, but I twisted my ankle again. Not so bad, just a light roll on day 25, early in the session. I'm talking about like 5 minutes in, and I was feeling defeated already. I don't know how I summoned the courage to kind of just push through it.
All right, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I got on. Oh, fuck.
Hey, if you're a gun owner who wants to shoot better, then you're gonna need to see this. It's the new Vanish Laser Strike training system, and it is awesome.
it's cool to watch the progression. Oh! That's it! That's it!
No fucking way! No way! Oh my gosh, bro! Dude, hold on, I gotta show you this angle. Hold on. Oh, let me do this. Oh my.
As soon as I did this, I instantly knew that it was it. And it's not to say that it's the prettiest or anything. It's just showing that it's possible. I know it could be longer. We know that now because we know that it's possible to land it. And even after day 25, I'm going to continue. You're seeing day 26. I'm continuing to see if I could push the limits and do a better one.
Thank you to anybody that had stopped by through any of these live streams. I feel like even though I was alone, like right there at the spot when I was streaming it, there was so many people encouraging me. Even on the days that I didn't land it, they were saying, this is the day, this is the one. And honestly, all that really made the difference. And I just want to say thank you so much for that support, because without those little just moments of encouragement, who knows if I would have just ended my session earlier, because there were times that I pushed my
I do need beginner guy. I need this so bad.
To learn to play Beyond All Reason, you need to take it one small step at a time, because this grand-scale sci-fi team base building RTS has several factions, a streaming economy system, 3 technology levels, and hundreds of different buildings and units, all with their specific uses. I am going to create a new game of skirmish versus AI, as I would advise you to do yourself in order to practice what you see and learn in this first tutorial. The Barbarian AI is as close to real players as you can get, and you shouldn't practice against any weaker AI, as it will give you a false feeling for the game. The download link for Beyond All Reason is in the description, along with a link to my tutorials playlist. Once you're loaded into the map, the match doesn't immediately start, so you have time to choose your faction and a place to which your main unit, the Commander, will be teleported to once the match begins. Armada and Cortex are the already completed factions, while the Legion is still being worked on at the time of making this tutorial. I would advise going with Armada until you learn the basics. The Commander is important in many ways and can do many things, which I will explain in a separate video, but for now, keep in mind that he is the best starting builder you have.
I just started playing this game, so
in 1v1 you lose immediately after its destruction, but in
I just discovered this game, right? Beyond All Reason. One of my first internet games was Red Alert. We used to play in LAN parties, Red Alert and stuff, and it was cool. We even tried it up over a dial-up connection one time, and it definitely didn't work. But it was a good time. I remember my uncle that got me really into gaming. Kevin, my friend Kevin used to beat my ass in Red Alert.
commanders in your team are destroyed. You now pick the teleport spot for the commander by left-clicking on the green part of the map and a position which has a cluster of closely packed metal deposits, 3 or 4 of them. Those are identified by the small white circles with a number inside. The number part I will explain later, but for now remember that metal is one of the 2 main resources in Bar. And that it is the harder one to obtain. Do note that when playing with AI, other commanders will be placed after you have chosen a spot, while in multiplayer, all players are simultaneously choosing their places, so you have to be quick if you want to pick your favorite position. But multiplayer is a very long story of its own, and I will cover it in other tutorials. As time itself is very precious in Bar, being able to plan your building placement before the match even starts is incredibly useful, and you do this while holding the shift key and left-clicking on the buildings you want to build in the menu and left-clicking on the ground to place them. If you make a mistake, simply left-click a new building onto that one, and it will be removed from the queue. Do note that the green circle around your commander unit is its build range, so you want to fit all your first buildings inside that range and prevent losing time to walking around. To see how much each building will cost you to build it, we are going to go into the options to toggle on a few settings. Using the advanced type of settings display, and in the interface section, we need to enable the always show prices option. This shows you the metal costs of each building in white and energy cost of it in yellow. You also want to enable unit groups, idle builders, factory dock, and energy converter usage options, whose use I will showcase to you soon. In the second page of this menu, you want to enable the building grid option, and lastly, in the accessibility tab menu, you want to enable the simple team colors icon. And as you gain experience with the game, you can turn this off or use the different shades option for each player. But I will talk more about that in the multiplayer tutorials. Because Bar doesn't have a uniform start on each map, nor the same conditions for energy production and metal extraction, there isn't a single opening build to follow. While this makes it even
So this is, I've been getting worked in this game already. And I need to learn some of the hotkeys and stuff. Otherwise, I mean, you have to learn how to play. There's so much to learn before you're even playing. That's what I should say.
harder to learn the game, it also makes each match less predictable and more fun. Since you start each match with 1000 metal and 1000 energy, you will quickly run out of these 2 main resources if you do not have extraction and production buildings for them. This is why, in a normal, beginner-friendly start, you need to have queued up 2 metal extractors for your commander to construct, followed by several energy production buildings, and then more metal extractors. Here I'm adding 3 wind turbines to the build queue, as there is wind on this map. Alternatively, if there is distance involved in building these metal extractors, you can build 3 of them at start. But as they each cost 500 energy, and your commander produces only 25 energy per second on its own, you're in danger of stalling your future building and production due to running out of energy, which is a large part of the build cost for future wind turbines. However, on a map with no wind, where you have to spend metal for solar collectors anyway, a start with 3 metal extractors, even if they're close to each other and will drain your entire energy reserve, is not a problem, because not only do you need all that extra metal production since you're using it to construct solar collectors, you also don't need to save energy, as those solar collectors don't need it for their building. Each time you start, you have to first check what is the strength of the wind on the map you're playing by looking at the number on this info card. The top number shows the minimum wind speed, which doesn't have to. With this icon, wind turbines are disabled and you have to construct solar collectors. Those produce energy at a constant rate, while the energy wind turbines produce varies with the wind speed. A general rule is that the lower the maximum wind speed is, the more likely you have to add 1 or more solar collectors to your starting build. Now about those numbers inside the metal spots. Those show the income generated by metal extractors built on them. Most maps have metal spots with higher numbers in their middle, giving you an incentive to build out, take over those rich metal spots, and defend them, giving you a place to form your outer territory limits and defensive outposts. This is all precisely why you can't create a single build order in Beyond All Reason, as you have to adapt not just to the starting wind conditions on each map, but also to the speed of the wind once the match starts. Don't be afraid to change your building plans and react to a huge drop in wind speed by building a solar collector you didn't plan on. You can easily build one ahead of the rest of the queue by holding the spacebar key as you left-click to place it. This forces the commander to build it before he continues with the rest of the originally queued up buildings. If you have your own tips for new players or want to share your build order, please do so in the comments below, and feel free to suggest which gameplay topic I should cover in future tutorials. Now that you have learned how to set up the optimal starting economy of metal and energy income, you have probably noticed that in Bar, these resources aren't spent in batches, but slowly drained from stockpiles as you use them. This is called a streaming economy. It is also the reason why your metal and energy bars on the top of the screen have 5 numbers instead of the 1 or 2 like in most RTS games. The bottom green number is your resource income. The top number is in bright red, as that is the amount of resources you're currently spending from both your active production and stockpile, while the other red number shows how much you're spending only from your active production. So when the brighter red number is higher than the other one, that means you're draining your stockpiles. The amount you have stockpiled is shown at the middle, while the maximum amount of resources you can stockpile is shown at the right. The 2 red boxes on the resource bars we will skip for now and talk about in future tutorials, while I need to make a small digression to explain the white box in the energy bar. That one represents the point after which energy is given over to energy converter buildings, which turn energy into metal. This is mostly part of the late economy, but can be useful at the start if you have extra energy and lack the ability to conquer more metal spots.
So you think you know Wix? Do you really? First up, we've got shape video masks. You can use different shapes to create completely
so I'll be
different vibes and
using
aesthetics.
energy to.
In those conditions, you construct
Juice
energy converters which
metal?
have a constant rate of 70 energy for one metal at the first technology tier. To better see and use this gameplay mechanic is the reason we enable the option in the interface menu called energy converter usage. It shows up here once you have constructed your first energy converter, and you can see how well they are working. When you are overflowing with energy, which means that you are producing more than you are spending, you can move the white box on the energy bar to the right to take full advantage of excess energy. But if something happens and your energy production goes down, you can move that white box to the left to limit how much energy do energy converters take and prevent them from paralyzing the rest of your buildings or constructors which are also using energy. There is also a way of producing energy from geothermal sources, harvesting the environment like trees, and from tidal waves. But I think it will be too much for this beginner.
Oh, you gotta go outside. Right. Oh. Boy.
Tutorial, so let's leave those for a future one. Going back to our stable metal and energy production, it is time now to put it to use. Your next building should be a bot or a vehicle lab, and for beginners, a bot lab is probably the simpler choice as it
Tired
offers
today.
fewer, very specialized units and the bonus lasers bot, which I will need to make a whole video on. What is important to know is that you can click on the bot lab and its build menu to start queuing up units even before it is built. Again, there is no build order for the win and depends on your position, role in the match and faction. My advice would be clicking on the constructor bot once, then holding the shift key and left clicking on the tick, which is a fast scout bot, to order 5 at once. After that, going back to the construction bot for 3 more, which is a fast scout bot, to constructor bot once, then holding the shift key and left clicking on the tick, which is a fast scout bot, to order 5 at once. After that, going back to the construction bot for 3 more of them, and then clicking twice on the pawn infantry bot while holding the shift key to order 10 of them. The constructor comes with extra construction on infantry bot once. After that, going back to the construction bot for 3 more of them, and then clicking twice on the pawn infantry bot while holding the shift key to order 10 of them. The constructor comes with extra construction options that your commander doesn't have. The scout has a tiny gun but a wide line of sight and high speed, while the infantry bot has much more firepower and HP. When the commander finishes the construction of the bot lab, you can select him and right-click on the lab to add his own build power to that of the bot lab and produce units out of it much faster. Build power can be considered a third game resource and will also get a dedicated tutorial video. This extra build power, however, comes at a high energy cost, so you want to be ready to stop it and build new energy production buildings as you drain your stockpile of energy. A handy way to keep expanding energy production is to hold the shift key and drag your wind turbines to draw a line of them. If you also hold the alt key, then you can do double or triple lines at once. Those lines are dangerous, as when power production buildings are destroyed, they explode and damage surrounding buildings. So you want to add yet another key, this time Z, to put some distance between them and prevent such chain reactions. So to repeat, that is hold shift, left click to draw a line, Alt to double the line, and Z to add gaps in it of the same type is produced, it is automatically added to that group. Keep an eye on it to see what unit you are currently producing in each individual lab. You can also click and produce units from it without going back to base. Each construction bot you produce will automatically add his build power to the lab he comes out of until you give him a new order. I would advise using it to construct a construction turret, as that increases your build power in the range of the turret, as it adds its 200 build power to any active construction or repair project in its range. It can't start a construction process on its own, but it can finish one without your commander or construction bots being present. And this is where I have to stop, as I think this is not just enough information to get you started, but a lot to practice as well, because properly balancing resource income with producing units and constructing new buildings, which are both resource drains, is the most difficult part of learning beyond all reason. Cards on the screen and links in the description will take you to tutorials on other subjects, but I must advise first mastering the content of this tutorial, as there is more to learn in this game than you can possibly imagine. Thank you for watching and happy gaming.
the horses on one at a time for 4 months. 4, 4, and 4 is 12 months. So I can rotate them, right? Grow enough grass on those sections to just fill those sections and then let the horses wipe it out. I don't know if that'll be a month's worth of feed. I don't know exactly. I'll have to work it out when I get there, but it'd be amazing if it took them 3 or 4 months to clear an area out and then I rotate them to the next. That'd be sustainable horse feed, you know? And so we'll see what happens with all that. I hope you have at least a fraction of your smarts strengths. Oh, you hope to have it. Well, just read stuff, you know? I'm not smart. You got Google. You got Google. Like, you can find out anything you need to know.
This guy's a homesteader in Arizona.
Alicia, I'm sorry I'm eating, guys, but I just got to eat, and it just happens to be a time I could go live. Don't you ever call me buddy, Alicia. Your terraforming ideas are incredible. I'll go show you what we're working with. I'm about to take it to the next level. I went out there the other day and started working on it, and I harvest tens of thousands of gallons of water. It's crazy what I've already done, but you can look out there and it doesn't look like much to the untrained eye. I look out here all the time and I'm like, holy crap, it's crazy what I've got growing out here. But to somebody that's not familiar, it just looks like a desert. And so, but I'm definitely going to put into effect a lot more ponds and basically checks to slow the water and absorb it all. Pinky, what's up? I dubbed John Cannons. Woohoo! I used to have really big arms. May I ask what you're eating for breakfast? Yeah, this is my breakfast. Although it's like 2 p.m. But this is teriyaki. It's just chicken and rice. I don't eat breakfast. I usually put in a full day's work, and then I eat a big ass meal, like 1 pound of meat and then some carbs. So this is a full serving of rice and like a pound of chicken. And that's what I'll eat. And then just like an hour or two later, I'll do it again. I'll have another pound of chicken or something and some carbs. And then before it gets too late, I'll probably have some popcorn or something. That's pretty much how I eat every day. Yeah, I always cook all kinds of stuff. If I want bread, I make bread from scratch, you know? If I want pie, I bake a pie. You got it so good in America. Could you believe that Poland just limited the amount of energy you can... You know, there's a lot of bullshit in America too, though. We just need to all band together across the entire world and make it better. Big arms, big heart. Yeah, I didn't say I got big socks. Are Arizona laws pretty helpful for homesteads? Well, there's a lot of better places to homestead, but it's okay, you know. I think the thing that most people have the hardest time getting over is just quit trying to get around all the rules and just go through them. Like, I think the main problem I see is everybody wants to go around the rules, and so then they're worried about what laws they're breaking and all that shit. And if you just got a damn septic system and got a permit and build a house, then it wouldn't be that big of a deal, you know? I know, and I'm not talking shit to anybody. I don't care how anybody else does it. But it's just crazy how much people rant and rave, and it's like, dude, I don't see how, like, so you got to spend $10,000 or $13,000 for a septic system, you know? All right, so then set the money aside and do it, and start a homestead, and then you don't have to pay a mortgage the rest of your life. You know, like so. Maybe it sucks, but complaining about it doesn't fix it. You just take care of that shit. My favorite pie, I guess off the top, I'd say pumpkin pie. I really love it, which is, I don't think that's most people's favorite. The trick to pie, guys, is the pie crust. You gotta make the pie crust right, and it's so fire. And the trick to pie crust is pushing the butter, or if you don't have butter, you can use coconut oil that's room temperature, so it's hard. But the trick is to push the butter or the coconut into the flour mixture, real dry. Keep it real dry. Too dry. It'll seem too dry, and then it'll be kind of flaky, and it's just perfect, man. Like, that's the trick to pie crust. And so, yeah, my favorite pie really is just a fire ass pie crust, and then whatever pie's inside of it. Mm. I'm on Social Security. How can I afford to get a homestead started? Well, don't get mad at me, but, you know, just cut every expense you can and save everything you can. So no matter what you're on, if you're on Social Security, if you work minimum wage, if you work at McDonald's, no matter your situation, cut every expense that you can. Don't eat out. Just start eating rice and beans. I'm serious. Literally, that's still what I eat. Rice, beans, vegetables, no bullshit. Don't buy stuff that's packaged and boxed and expensive. Don't buy soda pop. Drink water, you know. Cut every expense you can and save it. And then buy land. And you can find cheap land or owner financed land. And you're just gonna have to save a little bit of money, you know. You're just going to have to save a little bit of money, and you got to go without to do it. And that's exactly what I did. And it's kind of wild because I get a lot of shit because, you know, just random people will see my channel and they'll think that I was born into it or that I'm rich or that any number of things, and they're wrong. I was homeless before I came out here. I was laid off.
This guy's pretty good.
I had a good job before, but then I got laid off and I only had $6,000 and then I came out here and started my homestead with almost nothing. And I really did go hungry sometimes and a lot of stuff. It was not easy, but it worked out, you know.
All right, I think I'm gonna play some
and
more.
If it helps,
some
if you
more
can buy the land and pay for
beyond.
it, like, get cheap land. Don't be. You don't need to be cool and keep up with the Joneses. Buy cheap land, pay cash, or pay it off real quick. And once you get out there, there was a long time that I was living off of $500 a month, and that's nothing. Any 15-year-old kid can come up with $500.
All right, so have to manage power. I'm gonna try to save these settings. Where hardware cursor. There we go. Boom. Bot lab. Oh. So I am not producing metal enough. All right. So okay, and then stealthy clone Twilight, metal extractor, energy converter. Okay, let's do these then, right? Okay. Build, hovercraft platform, shipyard, utility, perimeter camera, metal. What do we want here? Geothermal plant. Utility, Junor, anti-radar, jammer minefield. So I don't have a build turret. And then I think we need to build an airfield. There's just so much in this game. It's crazy. This guy needs to go back to building solar. Feel like I should be building something. Guess more for energy, right? That should be producing more energy. This is how much I could hold. That's how much I could hold. Let's go. Oh! Bombing my own guys. All right. All right. These guys can stop. Oh, it's so stupid. So they just literally. That's. I don't like that. Whatever. Why would you sit so? Man, I do not like that. Nice. Not so bad. How's the power doing? This game's really cool. But I think that's going to be it for today. I mean, I guess I could keep the stream going. Anybody in chat besides spammers? I do have a delay, by the way, so the stream can try to keep up with the Starlink connection. Oh. I need some followers. Hit the follow button, please. I need some friends. Friends! Yeah. I think I need some caffeine, and I think it'd be nice to get out for a bit, so I'm in the stream. Appreciate you joining. Come on back.
Hello?
So the property's yours?
I haven't gotten full confirmation yet. The UPS thing is still coming in. So, should be, but it's still, like,